me now, one of the senators who was able to grill the CEOs, Marsha Blackburn, just in fact wrapping up her questioning. And Senator, I had the volume down, but I saw that hand moving. So it looked like you were pretty fired up. What was the gist of your conversation with these gentlemen, and what did you take away from it?
Charles, our frustration with these guys is that they have double standards. You know, it's like Jack Dorsey said, world leaders need access to his platform. So I asked him in the Commerce Committee hearing if he considered Donald Trump to be a world leader. He has censored Donald Trump 65 times. But he has not censored the Ayatollah for shouting death to America on his platform. So I went through a list of countries and showed how they acquiesce to state-sponsored censorship in these countries. But here in our country, who do they censor? Americans who are exercising their free speech. These guys have proven that they will not be accountable. They will not accept responsibility. They will not deal with their employees who are content moderation managers, as they call them, and they allow the censorship to subjectively continue without having a basic, transparent, accountable format that says, right, this is how we will censor and this is how we will not. So since they can't do this for themselves, and they're smart people, they have built enormous businesses. It is just they do not have the discipline and the willpower to regulate themselves. It is going to be up to us to regulate them.
You also were pretty upset about the fact that they're driving this cancel culture.
Yes.
It's part of free speech, but do you see, what's the other parts of it, the deleterious impact to our country from this cancel culture that has you so concerned?
Right. When you look at what is happening with the cancel culture, we know that it shuts down any kind of robust, respectful, bipartisan debate. When you do that, it leads to intellectual isolation. When you do that, it leads you to only one viewpoint can prevail or be tolerated, right, or open for discussion. That leads you straight down the path to socialism. These guys have got to get their content moderation policies under control. As I said, they've proven unable to do it, so we will have to do it for them.
Your Democratic colleague opened this thing up, Richard Blumenthal, and I got to tell you, he really lit into these CEOs, comparing them to the cruelest capitalists of all time. Let's take a quick listen.
So you have built terrifying tools of persuasion and manipulation with power far exceeding the robber barons of the last Gilded Age.
Now, I got to tell you, I think the so-called robber barons actually ushered in the industrial age, the consumer age, and widespread prosperity. I thought it was an odd comparison because in many ways, these folks are much richer, much more powerful, and in many ways, Senator Blackburn have had less of a positive impact on society.
Well, what they are doing is refusing to accept risk and responsibility, but they are reaping all of the reward in the form of controlling eyeballs, being paid for the number of eyeballs that they control every day. Then they're data mining, they're data harvesting, they're monetizing your information. They are monetizing your virtual you, and they're right, enriching themselves off of that product that they're selling, which is you.
Senator Blackburn, I appreciate your passion, and I really appreciate the fact that you took the time to come talk to us first.
You got it.
Hopefully we'll see you again real soon. Thank you.
Yes.